Hi, I am Arkady Bakenov. Welcome to our Dance Basics and Fundamentals section. Today, we'll be going through the Cuban breaks where you will learn them in two ways. The basic way, where you will learn a simple and more technical way of doing the Cuban breaks, and the interpreted way, where you will learn the variations and interpretations of the Cuban breaks created from musicality and style. The basic way of Cuban breaks have greater focus on footwork. I'll share with you here the footwork recommended in the technique books. We'll start our Cuban breaks by moving our free leg forward to take a step on ball flat. We then replace back on the ball of the foot and move our free leg to the side on a ball flat. We again replace back on the ball to repeat the process, ball flat, ball, before finally finishing with the weight transfer to the side on ball flat. I start my movement by transferring my body weight forward and settling my hip while also releasing the knee of my free leg. I then do a check-in action to change direction, replacing my body weight onto the back leg and bring the front leg to the side. Note that I personally move my hip in lateral direction while taking my side step. I then repeat the process to bring my leg forward and to the side again, but this time ending with a full weight transfer. In the percussive accents of hips and legs, I use two main actions to achieve the result I want: straightening of the legs and hip action. In straightening of the legs, in this variation, I always remember that if one leg is bending, the other one should be straightening. Note that because of the straightening of the legs, in the second step of Cuban break, when I replace my weight back, my heel will lower and kiss the floor. On the third step, to the side, I straighten the leg to emphasize the long leg line. And to further emphasize this leg line, I do not lower my heel here, but instead stay up on the ball to extend it further. Now, in the second part of hip action, I create a percussive accent every time I send my hip from side to side at the end of straightening a leg. In my Cuban breaks, I use lateral hip action to achieve a larger visual result and to help me with accenting the hips. Note that at the end of my lateral hip action, I would pick up my hip towards my ribcage to finish the accent. Lastly, keep your upper body free in this rotation while doing the percussive accents. Do not overdo it and do not stiffen to restrict it. I like to use groundedness with body volume to contrast my percussive accents in my Cuban break routines. I slow down the timing of my Cuban breaks to do this. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and... Note that while this originated as a Cuban break step, when we change the timing, as I did here, it is essentially no longer a Cuban break, so please do not do it in closed routines, but for open routines it is fine. With a slower timing, I have more time to work my body to create bigger production of the transfer and squeeze more volume in my body action. I like to transfer my weight a little more to give me a bigger base to ground myself and to use the floor to affect my body action. Note that both my legs are straight on the side to create a stronger base shape. In this variation, I focus on chest, chest, hip, transfer. A combination of variations can create dynamic choreographies. I will now show you how I start with groundedness and body volume and finish with percussive accents of hips and legs to make Cuban breaks look more exciting. I hope this video was useful for you. If you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe to us, and we will bring you more exciting content.